Hello everybody! I've just stolen the Emerald Fishies intro again. Anyway, I'm back with some more Phoenix Wright. Again, I'm very late with this because I'm lazy. Anyway, let's start up the second day of Turnabout Sisters, the trial. So, September 7th, 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 1. You don't even go to the defendant's lobby, just straight into court. As I said, I'm not doing the voices because my throat's killing me already, so let's just... I'll read out any like funny or important lines, but most things will just go like, you know. Anyway, Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today. He'll be on me. That's the problem. Okay, I'll read out the opening statement because, you know, it's the case. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we also have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. You see, my issue is, I cannot do a posh accent for the life of me. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls Chief Officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Ah yes, the best character. Prove me wrong. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir! My name's Dick. No. I'm the detective at the homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe. I'm not doing that voice. I cannot do posh for the life of me. So the body was found by the window, which is true. I mean, we were there. The cause of death was loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object. And the murder weapon was the finger. From the first case, if you remember, Larry made both of them. So yeah, Larry made this clock. Because if you remember in the first case, a big revolution was, this isn't a statue, it's a clock. And it was like, whoa, really? And it was all, you know. And then it was just like, whoa, I didn't see this coming. And it's just like, who cares? It's like, Larry should have said. So, here's the testimony for Gumshoe. So, there were two people already there. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. He immediately arrested Maya because they had a witness, apparently. They saw Maya at the moment of the murder. Time to do the cross-examination, but this time without Mia helping us. Oh, and now was Maya telling us to press all of the thingies, but you know, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do the ones that I think it is, which I think it's the last two. I don't remember exactly, but I know it's like the last two that you have to press to get further. Okay. Yeah, I played this case before, but like, this is like my 4th time playing. I still don't remember everything. So let's go with this one first. Yeah, there we go. You said you arrested her because you had hard evidence, correct? Did I say that? Me? Yeah, I heard you say it. You did say it. You did say it. Exactly, what about this suspicious woman in pink? Pink's claims was hard evidence. What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal! I guess she is pink. I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes! Gah! Sorry, I got the order mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. And this will be the receipt that, if you remember, we found right next to Mia. It'll be this receipt here that we found next to Mia's dead body. So yeah, that's the hard evidence that Gumshoe had. I'm thinking after this case, even though after this case, I might try to get Turnabout Samurai done in one video, because it is a very big and boring case that I don't want to draw it out through like several videos, because it's a very boring case in my opinion. Like, it's good to watch and play, but you don't want to like have it dragged out, especially with the one right after. And also, the 5th case in this game, Rise of the Ashes, I am not going to be covering that straight away. We're going to skip right over to Justice for All, just like you would in the original Japan version, mainly because that's 7 hours long. I'll do it later. So anyway, before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Let's check the autopsy report. Single blunt trauma, death was instantaneous. So, objection, yeah. See, Phoenix does it for me. Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note, that she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. Is that really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from the department, detective. Immediate death. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, detective. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon. Oh, this is a very famous scene. I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain the autopsy report? When? The day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. Very famous scene in this series. Like, you think of Edgeworth, you think outdated autopsy report. Death was almost immediate due to a blunt object, but there was a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received the results this morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. With a damn full Chaos Emerald. He's so smug. Like, I'm a sham. Was I a fool to trust you and your report? Huh? Me? I wasn't, huh? Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. He didn't even know you. You're at fault, detective. No, he isn't. I love Edgeworth, but in this case, he's an absolute moron. Well, no, he's not a moron. No, he's an absolute annoyance. Let's just put it that way. But he's, you know, he's like cheating, and it's not fair. But obviously, because we're Phoenix Wright, we're gonna win because we're the best. And now it's time for the worst witness in the world. Because, yeah, that. Okay, anyway, so, as I was saying, we're gonna have to deal with this. Oh god, great. Great, okay. Okay, please stop. I should let you read it, I'm sorry, but no, let's just keep going. Witness's testimony, witness's account.
I was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, ooh, saw a woman with long hair being attacked.
I hate that. The mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But the girl, she talked to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy.
Wink.
Well, Your Honor. That's better. Well, Your Honor. I see. This is a remarkably solid testimony. Yeah, let's just cross-examine. Hurry up. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no thanks. Okay, let's just hurry up. If this video gets taken down, it's not my fault. Blame the people who make Ace Attorney. How do you know she was the defendant? Well, you know, she had a girl at sea, she know when. Look, I should know this, okay? She's right. No, that's not right, because, I mean, look at Maya. Just look at her. Oh, what? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Hold on, I'm willing to bet, are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Oh, I hate this game sometimes. It's just, I'm expecting it to say one thing and it just goes blah. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yeah, what is the meaning?
Oh god, I felt that my throat just like clam up as I did that voice. See, I mean, just look at Maya. Hurry up. But, still, we don't know if she was just like that. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. Also, Your Honor, you fail to realize that we wear the same clothes every day. Rawr! What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I just saw what I saw. Miss May. Oh, God. Hurry up. Yeah, we can't tell. I'm not a big fan of April May. Especially when I'm trying to record a video. In fact, I know a fix, so I will be right back. And we're back. So yeah, I've covered up most of the screen, which is annoying, but I'll have it fixed once we're done with April May. Just so you know, I'm not going, oh well, well. Because it's kind of awkward when you just stuck there and all that. Okay, so cross-examination. Witness's account. I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And then she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think. Oh god, that was the contradiction. Because the court still sees that as a statue. So we just present it. That should do it. Plus, this is the other thinker, not the thinker we were using. Objection. That's the best part, where you object and the music just goes really cool. Oh, you would like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. Oh. You said the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there was no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Burp. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. A bit rude, to be honest, Phoenix. You should have at least... Can you explain how you thought, no, this is a... Was it... Ooh. Just... Ooh. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I have caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objections just stated. You may continue to question the witness. That was close. If he stopped me, the trial would have been over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is that you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? That's Because I heard it. Yes. I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law office of Faye & Co. No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel. Haha. The law office of Faye & Co, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could have easily have heard the clock. No, not in the city. No, Edgeworth. No, don't use that as an argument. It couldn't have wrong. Your Honour, members of the court, it's inconceivable because it's empty. Because if you remember in the intro to the case, it's Mia asking Maya to pick up some evidence which is inside the clock, and in order to put the evidence in the clock, the black batteries must have been took out and all that. So yeah, and if you remember, that was taken on a phone call, and we have Maya's phone with the recorded phone call for whatever reason. I'm sorry, I keep skipping some of the dialogue. It's just I am so used to doing that. I'm sorry, but yeah. So therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss Miss May. Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. You knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say, but it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clock removed? If it was after the witness had the clock, there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock may have been emptied after she heard it. And that's exactly what happened, Your Honour. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clock was removed? Ho ho! Impossible, of course. I have proof. Yeah, what? Wasn't it you that told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves the witness that the clock was removed is Maya's cell phone, because we're American. Actually, some of you may be American while they're watching this, so yeah. Maybe we are, maybe we're not. Does it matter? Not really. You have a girly phone. Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone and it contains a recording. A recording of the conversation she had with the victim the day of the murder. Oh, here's his damage pose. You know you're winning now. God, I feel so bad for the detective. He's so poor. So you want me to hold on to the thinker if he could? I should probably tell you. The clock isn't working right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. To take what the clock works out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 AM. Beep. Your Honour, I think it makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was, well, before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? How do you know the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink. Well, the witness had seen it before, that would make sense. Does the defense have any objections? Yes, because if you remember, I just said it was made by Larry. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to the court. Well, let's see it. That's the clock again, made by Larry Butts. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't, here, is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh. Oh, excuses is not on sale today? Ooh. Ooh. Great. Okay, I went through all of that effort just for... There we go. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Okay. Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law and the witness will remain calm. Oh. Silly me. Did I just, just lose it? I guess I did. Is she, scary? Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain the truth of this matter. Miss April May, you know this weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. Witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no way she could have known this thinker was a clock. And I can show you proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence, and it should be the wire trap. If you remember, we found it in her hotel. Wire traps are like to use to record phone calls or something? I don't know, I've never used one. Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain. Please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Myers' face. Were you not? Ooh. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wire trap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. Proof that is, again, the phone call. Sent the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more. Miss Maya, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on for me. Again, what's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like the finger. Miss April May, you used the wire trap to listen into this conversation. That's how you knew the finger was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does it seem like she's amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May! Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! It's no fair. Oh, I'm not saying that. No. Oh god. Now to deal the final blow. Miss May. What is it, you little shrimp? Talk to me in that tone of voice, will you? You killed her, didn't you? Which... Well... What? How can you possibly say that? Are you mad? All I did was a little wiretapping. Oop. So you admit that you tapped her phone? Hurrah. But wait, I didn't do anything bad like murder. I'm not saying that. Really? Can you prove it? No way can she prove it. You think you're so smart, Mr. Lawyer, but I can prove it, and I will. You can't be serious. No way. Way? I say way. Oh, I ensure I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts. Then you have regular cold coffee. Ice coffee. Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So what does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, this is a separate crime that has no bearing on this current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit the murder. No. She's going to let her walk away? Therefore, there's no way I can win. Unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, it's offensive anything to say. Something. Let's call a bellboy. The sweet. Okay, just the bellboy. I wouldn't call it sweet, but you know, he's a bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold the wiretapping as nothing. However, if you agree to one condition. Well, I mean, we're gonna accept it. We're Phoenix Wright. We do things insanely. The problem is, the bellboy's testimony is rock solid. In fact, I believe there's not a contradiction in it. Certainly looks like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. Happy to be of service. She said, look rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Miss May's room service. I see. Defense may begin its cross-examination. I believe you should have to go through the cross-examination. I think it's twice? Yeah, I believe you either go through twice or you press a finger. So let's just go through one more time. Okay, so I'm gonna go and press on this one. In fact, you might have to press all of them actually. Maybe. That might be a problem, so I'm lazy. I don't know though, because when I play this game, I just press, or just, you know. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir, as in so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. Oh yeah, I remember, you do have to press this one. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guests, she favoured me with a embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser. Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, more like a peck on the cheek. But why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanour, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think Maya Fey was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. Okay, so that's what you were meant to do. Oh, my back is killing me. No, you cannot. Let's protest. Better go down fighting instead of, you know. What do I ask him about? Checking. Tell me about checking. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. Nearly said Faye. Alright, very well, sir. My first thought was she was beautiful. She was my type of girl. She was a pretty big disappointment. I see. Wait, excuse me. What exactly was a disappointment? Well, I am not without charm, but even I have little chance of her love with her. What did he say? What did he say? Ah, oh, Robert Quite. Oh boy, tell us the truth. Did Miss May check in with another person? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, you see... Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite. Indeed. It was the good barrister over there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... Huh? He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't... That word, I can't say it. Oof! Oof! You fool. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned that another person involved who may have... What? Sorry, I'm really bad at reading sometimes, especially saying it out. So I hold light that it is impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss April May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof! I mean, oof! Your Honor, as previously revealed with Miss May's tapping... sorry. As previously revealed, Miss May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself had an alibi for the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. It's a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? Suppose you'd like it to be too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of this other man from this court. Oof! Upstart amateur. Those accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court now acknowledges the defence's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all for today. Court is adjourned. September, defendant lobby. Mr. Wright! You were amazing in there. Really? Aha. I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. And again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention centre right now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so.
Yes.
Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. Okay, and that's the first trial in... Oh, hold on, there's a piece of evidence we need. So we're just getting, the victim dodged, and then ran to the right, and then she got struck. Anyway, just have to hit some investigating. Okay, so that's the first trial in Turnabout Sisters. Next episode, probably next year, knowing me, will be the second investigation of the case. Yeah, so I'll see you in 10 decades. Bye-bye!